Hey guys, in this video, I'll show you how to kill Dagannoths. And as always, if you appreciate this content, please like the video, and the rest of my Slayer guides can also be found in the description box below. Thanks. So here are the topics that will be covered. We'll go over location comparison so you know which location and armor chart is best for you. We'll then go over the detailed armor charts so you can easily build your armor setup. Lastly, I'll cover everything about your location and get you going on your Slayer task. The video is segmented into chapters in the video player, and you can also click the arrow to have all the chapters posted on the right side of the video. So let's go over location comparison. Jormungand's prison is the best location for killing Dagannoths, but it does require the Fremennik Exiles quest. The Lighthouse is ranked 2nd, and it does require the Horror from the Deep quest. The Catacombs of Kourend is 3rd, and it's the only location where you cannot use a cannon. The Waterbirth dungeon is 4th, and the Dagannoths here are twice as hard to kill, and the multi-area does require a Rune Throne Axe. Before moving on to the next section, pause the video to take note of which location you're going to and what armor setup you're going to use. And here are the armor charts. Use the timestamps at the top to find your desired armor chart. When you finish building your armor setup, you can use the green timestamp at the top right to move on to the next section. Pause the video and switch to the armor chart you're going to use now. And on to the final section, locations. Use the timestamps on screen or by scrolling through the chapters to skip forward to your location. Going over how to get to the Catacombs of Kourend. All the requirements and items are listed in the green and red text below each method. When you've chosen your method of travel, take note of the items that you'll need to bring, and you can use the timestamps at the bottom left to skip forward. The fastest way to get here is by using the fairy ring code DJR and using the hole to the east. Do note that you need to wear a nose peg or a Slayer helmet when climbing down the hole, along with having the hole unlocked beforehand. You can find my video of unlocking all the holes, which I'll link in the description box below. Another fast method is using a portal in a player-owned house to Kourend and then investigating the statue. If you're a beginner player, Kourend's Memoirs, which you can get after completing the Ascent of Arceus quest or the Depths of Despair quest, is also a quick way to travel. If none of those are options for you, traveling with Veils located on the northeast dock of Port Sarim to Port Piscarius, and then running all the way west to the Catacombs works too. And showing you what the inside of the Catacombs of Kourend looks like and the different entrances. But these are the paths that you can take to get to the Dagannoths. Here are the inventory examples for each armor setup. You can pause the video now to get your inventory set up. And here are the quick parry examples. You can pause the video now to get it set up before moving on to the next section. So here are the in-game examples. I'll start with the fairy ring entrance. Before climbing down, make sure to have your nose peg or Slayer helm equipped, turn on protect from magic, and enter the hole. Head into the northeastern room where the Dagannoths are. Just turn on your quick prayers, drink your stat boosting potions, and turn on your auto retaliate. If you're using a melee defense setup, the tile that is highlighted just northwest is where I like to stand so less Dagannoths are attacking me at once. I'll also show you starting from the statue entrance. I'll investigate it to climb down. When I'm down here, I'll go east into the Moss Giant's room and head all the way south until I hit the jellies. Once you see the jellies, head west into the Dagannoth's room. Just turn on your quick prayers, drink your stat boosting potions, and turn on your auto retaliate. In terms of safe spotting, I try to get 2 of the large Dagannoths stuck to the south. You can drag them out like this and then bring them back in. 1 or 2 small ones may get through, but in general, when the 2 big ones get stuck, you can kill the ones at the back without any issues. Going over how to get to Jormungand's prison. All the requirements and items are listed in the green and red text below each method. When you've chosen your method of travel, take note of the items that you'll need to bring, and you can use the timestamps at the bottom left to skip forward. The fastest way is by using the Fremennik sea boots and traveling with Haskell on the western dock. Getting kicked off of Lunar Isle is also a very popular method. Just tally to Lunar Isle or Moon Clan and talk to any NPC on the island to be sent right next to Haskell. Tallying to Waterbirth or using an enchanted lyre to Waterbirth, then traveling with Jarvil will also bring you right next to Haskell. If those aren't options, a Relica teleport is also very fast, or by using the fairy ring code AJR. And showing you what the inside of the Jormungand's prison looks like, but these are the different Dagannoth rooms that you can use for your Slayer task. Any of them are good to use. Here are the inventory examples for each armor setup. You can pause the video now to get your inventory set up. And here are the quick parry examples. You can pause the video now to get it set up before moving on to the next section. So here are the in-game examples. So go ahead and enter the cave. For this cave, I like to use the northeastern room. You can activate your quick prayers when you enter the room. I like to go up north more to set up my cannon. Drink your stat boosting potions and turn on auto retaliate. If I'm using a melee defense setup, I'll stand east near the water and set up my cannon close like this. That way there's less Dagannoths attacking me at once. If I'm safe spotting, I like to use the most western room, but basically just take the northwestern passage and then west. When you enter the room, turn on protect from melee, and just head as far west as you can. So you can see the stalagmites. I'm just trying to get the two big ones stuck, and then attacking the ones at the back as a safe spot. Going over how to get to the lighthouse. All the requirements and items are listed in the green and red text below each method. When you've chosen your method of travel, take note of the items that you'll need to bring, and you can use the timestamps at the bottom left to skip forward. The fastest way is by using the fairy ring code ALP, and then entering the lighthouse to the east. You can also use a games necklace to Barbarian Outpost, and then jump the rocks to the north to get to the lighthouse. And showing you what the inside of the lighthouse looks like, we're first going to climb down into the basement where it's completely safe, and then we'll go down into the dungeon where it's just one giant room filled with Dagannoths. Here are the inventory examples for each armor setup. You can pause the video now to get your inventory set up. And here are the quick prayer examples. You can pause the video now to get it set up before moving on to the next section. So here are the in-game examples. So just heading into the lighthouse and then climbing down the ladder. Open the strange wall to the east, make sure that there are no other players in the dungeon, and then go ahead and climb down the ladder. Activate your quick prayers, drink your stat boosting potions, turn on your auto retaliate, and set up your cannon somewhere in the middle of the room. In terms of safe spotting, the safe spot is just west of the ladder. Just get a whole bunch of Dagannoths aggressive onto you by running around the room with protect from melee on, and then stand on the floor tile that I marked. The ranges are super inaccurate, so it's kinda like a safe spot. But yeah, just drink your stat boosting potions, turn on the prayer that you want, have auto retaliate on, and then just relax. Going over how to get to the Waterbirth Island dungeon. All the requirements and items are listed in the green and red text below each method. When you've chosen your method of travel, take note of the items that you'll need to bring, and you can use the timestamps at the bottom left to skip forward. The fastest way is by using an imbued enchanted lyre and then teleporting to Waterbirth. Tallying to Waterbirth is the next fastest option. You can also teleport using Fremnik's sea boots and then traveling with Jarvold on the west dock of Relica. Getting kicked off of Lunar Isle is also a very popular method. Just teleport to Lunar Isle or Moon Clan, and then talk to any NPC on the island to be sent right next to Jarvold. If those aren't options, a Relica teleport is also very fast, or by using the fairy ring code AJR. And showing you what the inside of the Waterbirth Island dungeon looks like. The moment you enter the dungeon, you'll be in the single combat Dagannoth room. To get to the multi area, we'll be traveling east. We'll drop the pet rock on one of the platforms while standing on the other one to open the door, and you can get a free pet rock from Ascaladdin just south of the Long Hall. We'll use Protect from Magic Prayer and continue running east. We'll equip a Ruined Throne Axe and use its special attack on the northern door support to knock down the doors, and then we'll climb down the ladder. This will bring us to floor 2, where everything is multi. We're going to follow this path, switching to the correct prayers for each room. The room with the destination flag is the Dagannoths room that we want to go to. Here are the inventory examples for each armor setup. You can pause the video now to get your inventory set up. And here are the quick prayer examples. You can pause the video now to get it set up before moving on to the next section. So here's the in-game examples for the Waterbirth dungeon. I'll first show you the single area examples, so just turn on your quick prayers before entering the dungeon and go through the warning screen. And when you come down here, you can just set up your cannon 5 to 6 tiles east of the stairs. Click it to get it to fire, drink your stat boosting potions, and turn on auto retaliate. And here's the example for the multi area. Before going in, I'll drink a dose of stamina potion, turn off auto retaliate, switch on my protect from melee prayer, and then I'll go in. Once you're down here, head as far east as you can go. When you reach the doorway, drop the pet rock on a platform, stand on the other one, and then open the door to continue through. You can also do this with another player. Turn on Protect from Magic the moment you enter, and run east as far as you can go. When you're very close to the door support obstacle, wield your Ruined Throne Axe, activate your special attack, and then destroy the northern door support. Wait for them to fall down, and climb down the ladder. Climb the eastern ladder. turn on Protect from Melee, and climb the eastern ladder. Climb the southern ladder now. Climb the southern ladder again. And there you go, you made it to the multi-room where the Dagannoths only attack with melee. You can set up your cannon with the marked floor tile, click it to make it a fire, activate your quick prayers, drink your stat boosting potions, and turn on auto retaliate. And that's it for the video. Once again, if you appreciate the Slayer guides, leaving a like really helps me out. If you're doing more Slayer, check out the rest of my quality Slayer guides in the description box below. Thanks guys, and good luck on your Slayer task.